I am so happy that you're able to join us for this extended interview. Make sure to visit theoffbeatlife.com. Again, that's theoffbeatlife.com to get more killer resources. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us for this extended interview with Donald, where he's going to share how to improve your Instagram stories. Hey Donald.
Hi.
So before we get to your tips,
Yes.
let's learn a little bit more about you and why you lead an offbeat life.
My name is Donald, and I think I lead an offbeat life, not, physically in terms of me traveling everywhere in this moment in time, but because I really just go for what I want, regardless of, anything, other factors in my life. Like, I really live life as myself, who I want to be, how I want to live it. And so I think that that's sort of offbeat, I get to do what I want because I want to do it. And I love that. I think I'm fully myself, and that's somewhat offbeat, in that sometimes you have to be a little more reserved or follow a specific path. But I love who I am, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
And that was like Miss America
Yeah.
type of speech. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
And tell us where you work, Donald, and why you're such an expert in social media.
Well, I work at Bravo. So Bravo is a network under NBC. And my job is I'm a social media coordinator. So I do social media for a living.
That's right.
Yes.
So give us your tips. How can we improve our Instagram stories? Because a lot of people dread doing this,
Yeah.
right?
I started on Snapchat mostly, and I used to love doing Snapchat stories, I still do, but Instagram has become, my pride and joy. I love it so much. And so I think the first tip in improving your Instagram stories is by following me at the Prima Donald and then watching my Instagram stories. But I actually had the chance to go to an Instagram story school.
That is so cool.
It was amazing. Instagram taught us.
Wait, it was Instagram who ran?
They ran it, and they taught, a bunch of people in the media industry just a few quick tips on how to improve your Instagram stories. And here I am sharing it with you all. So you're going to learn some fun little tips.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
This is like legit knowledge, people. So the first thing would be to take out your phones, get out the Instagram app, and I will wait on the 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. Okay, great. So if we're real beginners here, the Instagram story, once you launch Instagram, top left, go to your Instagram.
Wait, I'm going to do that
Yeah, please
too.
do it. Let's do it together.
Let's do it together.
So when you're on the Instagram app, you go to the top left. There's a little camera emoji. Now we're on Instagram stories. How fun. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen.
We are here.
Now there's a few tips that you might not know that I'm going to show you. So let's say you take any picture. So take a selfie right now. Hey everyone, I'm taking a selfie. I actually took a video, so I'm going to take a real selfie. Okay, great. Something you might not know is that you can kind of add graphics in fun and unique ways. So this is called the paint and erase function. So now you have this gorgeous selfie of yourself. So what I'm going to ask you to do is on the top right, you'll see an A, and right next to it is kind of this paint function. So click that, then choose a color. I'm going to do pink because I'm pretty in pink. Now, touch anywhere on the screen and hold.
Okay.
Your entire screen should become that color, right? How fun is that? Now, on the top right, you'll see the word done.
Yes.
So 2 to the left is a little eraser function. So now you can erase part of this, and you'll see the picture under it, underneath, of like the selfie you took. So that's a fun way you can do a little kind of reveal in your story.
Oh, that's so cool.
You can kind of show yourself
I
like
don't know if
here.
I wanted to reveal my face.
No, you might not. You might. But that's just a fun way, and you can change the size of the eraser, on the left side. Now, where this comes to be really cool and really great is everyone on their phone, if you have an iPhone, you have a screen record option. So if you go to your settings and then general, so on everyone's phone, there's a setting called screen record. Now, it's too complicated to explain how to set it up if you don't have it already. But if you do have it, which most iPhones do,
Yes.
you just swipe up as if you're going to use the flashlight on your phone, and there should be a little icon
on the bottom.
Yeah.
It's like it looks like a target.
Exactly. So if you press that, it's going to record your screen. Now, my favorite trick to do is if you go back to the screen that you had before.
On Instagram.
On Instagram, sorry. And if you fill the entire page, so if you fill it with another color, let's say it's pink again. Let's just randomly say it's pink because that's the color that we're going with. Then if you're screen recording and erase the screen, you can save that as a video, and it kind of becomes like a reveal. So,
that is so cool.
Yeah, it's really fun. So you can do it to reveal, like, here's where I'm going on vacation next.
Oh, yeah.
And then, it could be like a picture of Barcelona, and then you can erase it. So if
that
you use the erase
so
function,
true.
yeah,
oh,
you can
I
kind of
like
do like
it.
this, yeah, and then your video will be kind of like a fun little reveal.
Oh my god!
Who knew?
Oh, I'm
right?
gonna try that.
Yeah.
All right.
It's really good
that
if
is
you're.
so cool.
It's like honestly my favorite thing to do, and then it will save right to your phone. So then you can have like a video, like it will kind of appear like I'm just showing you, but
Yeah.
this is not good for listeners.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Donald.
There I go.
I see you.
That's one tip that I love. Now, there's a few other tips. So everyone has this Giphy keyboard that I'm sure you know, you love, you've come to adore. Now, there are just two little tips that I've learned. So if you go to the Giphy keyboard, choose a GIF, or you don't even have to choose a GIF yet. There's a few words that you can use that will help you kind of choose the right type of GIF. So if you look up the word peeker.
Peeker.
Yes. So if you're in the GIF function and you choose a peeker, so those are the GIFs that kind of pop out from the screen.
Oh, okay.
So those are fun because you can kind of place them off screen and then will pop into screen.
Oh, yeah.
So if you type in the word peeker, it will aggregate, anything that will pop in and out of the screen. So these are really fun. Friends will be like, wow, like,
this is so
got the
cool.
right GIF. Love that. And also if you just type in clothing or clothes, you can just add any sort of like a cute hat, like a sunglasses. That's not as impressive of a skill to learn, but like now you know it. So that's great. So that's one thing that I love to do. Sometimes people don't know. If you're trying to write a word, so let's say you take a selfie. Let's say you write something out saying, I love brunch. And let's say you want it to be very aesthetically pleasing and you want those words to kind of match the rest of this picture. So what you do is when you click the words that you typed out, like I love brunch, you can choose any sort of color that you might want. But instead of choosing the color on the, all the way to the left, you'll see that little paintbrush. So if you click the paintbrush, you can kind of drag it around the picture to match whatever you want the color to be. So you can match it to your skin. Yeah, you can match it to another part of the picture, something in the back, so it looks really cohesive.
It's like the ink dropper.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, on the left-hand side.
So I love that a lot.
That is such a good. I didn't even know that.
I mean, it's kind of crazy
God.
the things you could learn. For boomerangs in general, there's a few fun little tips to make your boomerangs even better. So everyone get out the boomerang function right here, right now. The use of a prop in a boomerang is super fun because it will kind of add something to the boomerang that you're like, am I trying really hard? Like, I'm not. So, like, let's say you have a boomerang of yourself right now. Like, let's say you have a pillow in front of you or a cup. If you're cheersing, a lot of people will cheers, but if you, like, move it back and forth really close to the boomerang, it will look even more exciting. A pop-out and reveal is great. So let's say you're sitting under a desk, popping out. That's a moment that people love on boomerang. You can move forward and back. These are tips that will change your life.
It will.
I think a lot of people don't use the rewind button enough.
Oh yeah,
I want
that's
you to
a
know.
fun one.
Yeah, like boomerang isn't the only thing in this planet, people.
Yeah,
So
well,
just know
that's
that.
an overused one, I think,
Mhm.
because we
Mhm.
love it.
So now you know. So okay, I'm about to do something complicated, and we're gonna see if it works. So there's a pinning function that some people have seen, but they don't know how it works. So I want you to take a video scanning around the room. So everyone get out your phone and record a video and scan the room. You have scanned the room. So you can add text or emojis all across this video. So why don't you add the word love it. So to pin it to a part of the screen, you're going to hold that word love it wherever you want it to pin. And then you'll see the word pin. So wherever you pin, it's going to stay there for the duration of the video.
Okay.
So let's say from the first second of that video, you want to pin it right there. So you press, you hold the word that you wrote out and press pin.
Mm-hmm.
So now you'll see the word love it will appear there.
Oh, and then it disappears once it gets to the...
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then...
That's a good way to tag people.
Exactly. Too. That's how most people will see it. And like sometimes if I'm like at a red carpet type event, I would like to scan the room and like add a tag of each person so people will know who it is.
But to do it slowly, right? Because if you do it too fast, it won't work.
Exactly. You want to kind of scan the room or wherever you are slow. So like let's say you have love it in the first part of your frame, then towards the end of that video, why don't you write the word so much, you know?
Yeah.
And then hold it towards the end to pin it. Yeah, you can hold it there, and then you'll pin it. And then when you have this created video at the end, it will spell out love it so much by you scanning the room and you pinning it. You can also do this with emojis, so you can pin emojis to people. A lot of people will pin
emojis?
You can pin like the fire emoji to someone, on someone. I know. These are fun things. Love it. So like those are some things. Now for your personal Instagram, those are like specific skills. For your personal Instagram, something I love to do is kind of build like almost segments like it's a talk show.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it depends what your Instagram life is about.
Yeah.
But like I have one called Toothbrush Turn Up. And it's me just like every day dancing to some song while I'm brushing my teeth. I have people, I'm like, request your favorite song. And people will send in their requests. I'm like, Toothbrush Turn Up. They'll send me their Toothbrush Turn Up videos.
Just make it fun.
Yeah,
right?
just like live with it. Show people where you are. Have a good time. I think it's important to know what should go in your story and what should go in your feed.
Yes, for sure.
Like if you're eating a sandwich, like maybe that doesn't need to go in your feed. Like maybe that can be in your story, and people will love that. You know, if I don't even know, but there's a lot of differentiating factors, and I think just kind of knowing what. Don't do the basic thing, people. Have fun.
Show
do
your
something
personality.
Different. Yeah,
the
and if
more
you don't have
that.
one, that's okay. Everyone has something, you know? So,
oh, awesome. Thank you so much, Donald, for all of these tips. So now, where can our listeners find you if they want to check out your Insta stories and your feed?
Yes, they can find me at the Prima Donald on Instagram. Like me, tag me, gram me, all of the above.
Thanks, Donald.
Thank
we'll
you.
See you there.
I hope you enjoyed this extended interview with Donald. Make sure to visit theoffbeatlife.com. Again, that's theoffbeatlife.com to get the full interview with Donald, where he shares how to move forward in life despite the obstacles you may face.
Hey Offbeat family, I really appreciate you listening to this episode. I would love to hear more from you and what you think of the podcast. Suggestions on guests, topics we can discuss, or maybe you just want to be friends. Why don't we chat some more on Facebook at The OB Life, or send me a message at hello@theoffbeatlife.com. I can't wait to hear from you.